everybody. Hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Rae, your host, and this is Rae-SMR. Before we get started, today's video is a book haul. Before we get started with the book haul, I started a book club. It's on Fable. It's completely free. If you would like to join, the link is in the description down below. We are currently picking our book for October. We are choosing between Murder Road, September House, Coraline, and what's the other one? Oh, Blood Like Mine. So if you want to join, or you just want to go to there so you can get updates on the channel or whatever, go ahead and click the link in my description and you can join for free and you can hang out with us. But today we have a medium-sized book haul. It's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 books for today, spanning a whole bunch of different genres. And yeah, let's get into it. The first book that I have is Mistress of Lies by K.M. Enright. Also, before we get started, for real, I'm sorry about the noise outside. It just rained, so all the cars are making noise as they pass. But yes, Mistress of Lies by K.M. Enright. This cover is so gorgeous. I actually got it through my Aardvark book subscription. And yeah, it seems so fun. It's a fantasy novel. Let me read you the inscription. The daughter of a powerful but disgraced blood worker, Shan LeClaire has spent her entire life protecting her blood magic. Now she takes her place at the head of the family. Her revenge will soon follow. Samuel Hutchinson is a bastard with a terrible gift, drawn into the world of dark magic and pulled deeply into the ravenous and bloodthirsty court of the Vampire King. Tasked by the Eternal King to discover the identity of a killer, cutting a bloody swath of the city, Samuel, Shan, and a mysterious royal blood worker named Isaac find themselves caught in a complicated web of desire, treason, and vengeance, as they must decide if the good of their nation is worth the price of their souls. So it's a fantasy romantasy, some may say. So yeah, I feel like a lot of fantasy now is including like a murder to kickstart it, and you know me, that's my shit. So I've been picking up more fantasy books because they just sound interesting. And I don't know, I love this is printed crooked, hold on. Okay, it's not. Well, wait a minute. It might be printed crooked. Either way. Yeah, a lot of fantasy has been making it's like a horror fantasy, and I really like that. So I've been grabbing more and more fantasy, but I just love this cover. And I also like how thick this one is. Not for like the fact that I have to read it, but just like it has a good weight in your hand. So that's the first book. It's apparently the first in a series. So, depending on how long that series is, we'll see if I read that book. But the next book I got was very random. It's an Ellen Hildebrand book. It's my first Ellen Hildebrand. And it is the Hotel N Tucket. As you can see, it was $7. So I decided to grab it because I forgot to bring home books for my fall break when I went to Chicago. And I was like, I need a book to read. I didn't read this one, but I was like, I need a book, so I grabbed it. I love a deal. For some reason, they had the regular size paperback that was $13, and this one was $6. I was like, why wouldn't I get it? Because it sounds good. Let me read you the inside. Fresh off a bad breakup with a longtime boyfriend, Nantucket's sweetheart Lisbeth Keaton is desperately seeking a second act. When she's named the general manager of the newly renovated Hotel N Tucket, a gilded age gem from neglect, she hopes that her local expertise and charismatic staff can win the favor of the London billionaire owner, Xavier Darling, as well as that of Shelley Carpenter, the wildly popular Instagram tastemaker who can help put them back on the map. And while the Hotel Nantucket appears to be a blissful paradise, complete with celebrity chef-run restaurant and idyllic wellness center, there's a lot of drama behind closed doors. The staff and guests have complicated pasts, and the hotel can't seem to overcome the bad reputation it earned in 1922. 17-year-old chambermaid Grace Hadley. With Grace gleefully haunting the halls, a staff harboring all kinds of secrets, and Lisbeth's own romantic uncertainty, is the Hotel N Tucket filled for success or doom? Destined for success or doom? So I decided to pick it up. I just watched the show that they adapted from her book, The Perfect Couple, and I thought it was fun. So the cover isn't my favorite. It's very much like middle-aged mother at a soccer game vibes. But it could. I'm just gonna not judge the book on the cover because the book was $7. You know what I mean? So hopefully this is good. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Ellen Hildebrand, so I'm excited to read this. I might never, if I'm just being honest, I might never, but I might. So that's this one. There's that one. Now these next 3 books I got during the Target buy one get 2 free, buy 2 get 1 buy 2 get 1 free. I feel like it would not be buy 1 get 2 free either way, but they all are the same color palette. Like, why did I get triplets? No idea. Either way, I will go through them now. The first one is The Butcher and the Wren. The Wren. I actually picked this up because I guess the sequel came out, and that one sounded really interesting, but I was like, is this a sequel or what? So I was going to try to find the prequel, the first book, basically, and I found it, so I got it because it looked good and it looked fun. These are weird stickers. They're not going to come off as clean as I want them to. Whatever. Okay. Also, this sticker is crazy. It's never coming off. But yes, so The Butcher and the Wren. It is a mystery thriller, I believe. It seems like it's kind of Silence in the Lambs. So it says, lurking in the Louisiana bayou, a methodical serial killer is hard at work completing his most harrowing crime yet. But forensic pathologist Dr. Ren Mueller is the best there is. Armed with an encyclopedic knowledge of historical crimes and years of experience working in the medical examiner's office, she's never encountered a case she couldn't solve until now. Case after case is piling up on Ren's examination table, and soon she is sucked into an all-consuming competition with a brutal murderer getting more brazen by the day. An addictive read with straight from the morgue details only an autopsy technician could provide. The Butcher and the Wren promises to ensnare all who enter. So it seems fun. I actually wanted to be a criminal psychiatrist before I went into or forensic, I don't remember what it was, before I went into fashion in college 5 years ago when I started my college journey. So this will be interesting. I feel like because it just sounds fun, and I haven't heard anything about it ever, but apparently people like it. So guys, I'm so left-handed. I don't know if I can do them right. Imagine there's an E here and an N. But I just didn't. It's just, like when you want a book, but then you're like, do I want to spend my money on the book? Not really, so I just kept not getting it, but I felt like getting it for half off would be as good of a time to get it as any, so I got it. But yes, this is Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. Okay. When Chloe Davis was 12, 6 teenage girls went missing in a small Weezy in the town. By the end of the summer, her own father had confessed to the crimes and was put away for life, leaving Chloe and the rest of her family to grapple with the truth and try to move forward while dealing with the aftermath. Now, 20 years later, Chloe is a psychologist in Baton Rouge and getting ready for her wedding. While she finally has a fragile grasp on the happiness she's worked so hard to achieve, she sometimes feels it's out of control of her own life as the troubled teens who are her patients. So when a local teenage girl goes missing and then another, that terrifying summer comes crashing back. Is she paranoid, seeing parallels from her past that aren't actually there? Or for the second time in her life, is Chloe about to unmask a killer? So, I've seen this book everywhere. I did not know it was a debut, but apparently it is. So hopefully it's good. It's been in my Barnes & Noble. It's been like at the front table for the past like 5 months. So I'm just, hopefully it chews, because I don't want to read a bad book. And I hate wasting my money. The next book is one of my most anticipated reads of the year that I have not talked about at all, because I keep forgetting that it's my most anticipated read of the year whenever I talk about books that I'm excited about. So this is The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulek. So this book, if you guys were following, well, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, I actually read another Jason Rekulek book in the summertime. I think it was like May or something, but I read Hidden Pictures by him and I absolutely adored it. I loved that book. Loved it. So, yeah, this is the next book in the series. Not in the series, the next book that he's written. I don't know. Sorry, guys. This is the next book he's written. And this one follows, I'm actually currently reading it. This one follows a father and a daughter who have been estranged for a while. And his daughter calls him randomly one day and is like, "Hey, Dad, I'm getting married." And he's like, "Huh? Okay, sick." So he goes to the wedding, and things are happening around the wedding and with the husband. Like he's being told things he's confused about and concerned about, and it's just apparently he goes to this wedding and it says, "Can Frank unravel the truth about Maggie's fiance before it's too late?" So he's at the wedding and he has to figure out something. I don't know. This is one of those books that I kind of just saw the name and the author and I said, "Oh, you're coming on with me." That's what happened. Yes, I love Jason Rekulek. I don't know if this one's gonna top the other one, but we'll have to see. But that is The Last One at the Wedding. This next book is so exciting for me. It is actually my first ever signed copy of something, and it is So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I haven't read it yet. I've been meaning to. This is also from Aardvark Book Club. It's a little bit dusty. A little bit. It's one of those like satiny covers, so it like collects dust very easily. But this is autographed by Miss Rachel Harrison herself. It's not a print, it's actual Sharpie. You can see because it's bleeding through the next page. But this book I've talked about like 3 times on my channel. It follows a girl who, actually, what is this about? I forget. I'll just read it. Sloane Parker is dreading her birthday. She doesn't need a reminder she's getting older or that she's feeling indifferent about her own life. Her husband surprises her with a birthday weekend getaway, not with him, but with Sloane's longtime best friend, troublemaker extraordinaire Naomi. Sloane anticipates a weekend of wine tastings and cozy robes and strategic avoidance of issues she'd rather not confront, such as her husband's repeated infidelity. When they arrive at their rental cottage, it becomes clear Naomi has something else in mind. She wants Sloane to stop letting things happen to her, for Sloane to really live. So Naomi orchestrates a wild night out with a group of mysterious strangers, only for it to take a horrifying turn that changes Sloane and Naomi's lives. Literally forever. The friends are forced to come to terms with some pretty eternal consequences in this bloody seductive novel about how it's never too late to find satisfaction, even though it might taste different than expected. So, I'm excited. I love this cover. I just do. So, hopefully it's good. If it's bad, I'll cry. Seems like a good trade-off. But yeah. That's this one. I'm excited. I just think it's really cute. And I got it early release. So that's nice. Not really early release. I got it like 2 days before it came out, but I felt cool for that. I feel like I was special. Anyway, the next book we have is also from my Aardvark Book Club subscription. And it's Lady Macbeth by Ava Reed. That was messy, but it's the sound that matters, not the visual. I also love this cover. And I need to get into it. Not into it, but I need to open it up and like read the book. Okay, so I'll read you guys the inside because it's pretty short. The lady knows the stories, how her eyes induce madness in men. The lady knows she will be wed to this Scottish brute who does not leave his warrior ways behind when it comes to the marriage bed. The lady knows his hostile, suspicious court will be a game of strategy requiring all of her wiles and hidden witchcraft to survive. But the lady does not know her husband has occult secrets of his own. She does not know that prophecy girds him like an armor. She does not know that her magic is greater and more dangerous, and that it will threaten the order of the world. She does not know this yet, but she will. So, I don't really know. It sounds good enough. And just like, I'm a cover girl. If the cover looks good, I'm picking it up, simply. So, that's kind of really what got me is the cover. So, I hope it lives up. I love the pink also. It's so cute. This is an occult, like a witchy, maybe not witchy, supernatural. It's based off of a Shakespeare book, I think, right? A play, not a book. But I don't know if it's based off or loosely, like, the characters are loosely in it. I have no idea. But, yes, it's Lady Macbeth. Last but not least, we have a book that I've been trying to get my hands on for months. It's getting so dark out because it keeps raining on and off, sorry. The lighting keeps changing. But I've been trying to get my hands on this book for months and months and months, and that is Monstrilio by Gerardo Samano Cordova. I've always kind of loved this cover. I've also loved this little like monster guy down here. I'm probably going to read this in the winter time because it's more of a literary horror book. And winter feels literary for me. Sorry if it gets louder, guys. It's raining now also, so you're gonna be hearing rain and cars. Okay. After her son dies, Magos carves out a small piece of his lung to save for herself. Acting on fierce maternal instinct and the dubious logic of an old folk tale, she nurtures the lung until it gains sentience. Growing into the carnivorous little monstrilio she keeps hidden within the walls of her decaying childhood home in Mexico City. Sometimes these sentences are so long, I don't have enough breath to get through them all. But despite her best efforts to turn the monster she created into a man, Monstrilio's innate impulses threaten to destroy his fragile second chance at life. A meditation on grief, acceptance, and the monstrous sides of love and loyalty, Gerardo Samano Cordova's ambitious debut spans the globe from Brooklyn to Berlin, offering a cathartic and precise portrait of being human. So this is fun. It's apparently told in 3 different point of views. Monstrilio, the mother, and the father. So, yeah, I got this from Sand Meyer's bookstore. Shout out Sand Meyer's. on Dearborn Street in Chicago, Illinois. I actually ended up getting this because I was in this San Myers. It's like a local bookstore. It's an amazing bookstore. I love it in there. But I ended up getting this because I was in there for like 2 hours and I had my tote bag, so I felt like I looked like I was stealing something because I like had to reach into it to get my AirPods out, and then I also was just like behind shelves for a long time, so I felt like I was looking sus. So after like 2 hours of like trying to decide what I wanted to get, I didn't want to leave with nothing, even though I was going to leave with nothing, because a bookstore is very subversive. You either leave with something or leave with nothing, and leaving with nothing is completely fine. I just didn't want to I just felt like I looked like I was stealing. I don't know, I was in my own head. So I was like, let me ask him what he thinks, because there were so many options that I wanted to get. Like, they had such good selection. I literally took pictures of like 25 books in there. Anyway, so I just like, what do you think is best? And he pointed me to Monstrelio, and I said, I've been thinking about Monstrelio for months. I'll just get it. So that's how that went, and now I have Monstrelio. Okay, the sun is literally completely gone, even though it's still like 5:30. So that's interesting. Sorry about the drastic lighting changes, sorry about the car noises, sorry about the rain noises, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, I do have a book club, and if you want to join, hit the link in the description below. If you join fast enough, you can always pick our book. So, yeah, I love you guys dearly. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.